Okay, good evening, folks. Dr. Freedom here. Times for Dr. News from around the universe. It may or may not affect you, but if you're a Whovian, it will. It's all my fault, man. I just ruined everybody. Only a few more weeks. I just got to make it a few more weeks. Then Peter's leaving. Oh, sorry. All right, but, sorry. I'll get blamed for that too. But that's a whole nother subject that I'm not going to broach here on the news because it's not worth the time and the effort. Sorry, there's just some very disturbed people out there in the world who seem to think that if they blame others and play the victim, that suddenly that they're just cleansed of all guilt. And it makes me die laughing. Really, is this what the planet's come to? But then again, we elected Trump. All right, let's get on to it. Let's get with it. Let's start with a tiny bit of good news. Oops, sorry, hang on a second. Oops, I landed on this page by accident. All right, that's the one that I wanted. Okay, check this out. This popped up on the Doctor Who page over on Facebook earlier today. Now, apparently they're saying that the BBC are looking at relocating the Doctor Who experience to another part of Cardiff. And they'll keep you updated. And like I said, if I hear any more on it, I'll pass it on to you. It's just, why are they going to bother to move this entire facility? I have no idea, unless there's something going on with the leasing agreement, unless, someone's like, cough up some more cash. You would cough up more cash, or we would not let you stay on our wolf. Okay, moving on. Oops, I clicked the wrong button. All right. Oh, yeah, happy Valentine's Day to you folks out there. All right, Wales Online. Now, this was about the filming this past Sunday. Now, the thing is, I was going to do a thing out of it, but I'm like, why bother? There was no main cast on site. This was mainly shooting some, pickup scenes and whatnot, I think, for that same episode. And I wish people would quit saying these things of the Pyre of Aliens, because remember, the actual Pyre of Aliens were those big ass look like rock creature that looked like, Transformers covered in fire. They're big CGI creatures that blew fire. Remember them? That was the Pyre of Aliens. All right, get it? And then the one, then as the people were taking in the vapors, they were turning into stone creatures that looked like they were covered with barbecue coals or barbecue charcoals. And that's what the one chick was that was hanging out with that sisterhood that Karen Gillan was in, back in Fires of Pompeii. They were, those people who were turning the stone and all that were not the Pyre of Aliens. The Pyre of Aliens were the big statue tall, frickers that were hanging around underground that were running around and blowing fire at people and stuff. So I wish they'd get off of that already. It's not the Pyre of Aliens. The thing is, this always happens. People see something and go, it's something from a previous episode. Don't count on that with the Moffat. Yeah, come on. I was shocked to death that they're letting the Ice Warriors come back. Okay, this terrifying Doctor Who monster has just been spotted in Cardiff Bay. This is on Wales Online. And there is this big, ugly mother. He's standing on like this little pyramid. And, he's like, dealing out the brain damage, I guess. That's the only thing I can figure out. Apparently, there's some kind of mind control scenario going on in this particular episode. So let's go down here. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Here's some more photos. Here's the way called Memory Police, guys. And if you want, there's a little video here you can watch. But like I said, not a whole lot of pictures here. If you want the good pictures and you're willing to sort through a mountain of bullshit, because unfortunately, the Dumber and his Sausage Roll Brigade have been spamming the Doctor Who set report tag again. So you're going to have to block a lot of people to get to the good stuff. But there is a lot of good stuff on there if you know where to look. A lot of great pictures. Matter of fact, there's pictures of the pyramid this guy is standing on and whatnot. I said I forgot to queue him up for the thing. But if you look around on Twitter, they're sitting right there. And also, apparently, people were said that when they started breaking down the set, they allowed them to keep stuff. Like the truth posters and stuff like that. So a lot of them were just handed out. Okay, moving on. Moffat says he will stop writing Doctor Who episodes after Series 10. Now, I know there's a great bunch out there in the audience who just jumped up and punched the air and went, yes! But you have to remember, this guy took over He did what he had to do. He did get Doctor Who a lot of recognition, a lot of, he collected a lot of awards. He made the 8th anniversary special Era of the Zygons. And, but I think what it was is the more I'm hearing from my people who know what's going on, I don't think the Moffat has near as much power as RTD did when he was executive producer. And also, I think that in some ways they babied him too much with these stupid-ass split seasons and stuff like that. There should have been no split series. That was just big frickin' joke. I'm sorry, but I can't condone he can't do Sherlock and Waco at the same time, especially when RTD and Julie Gardner were running Doctor Who, Torchwood, and the Sarah Jane Adventures all simultaneously with not flawless and not a one split series. So I'm getting tired of that crap. But then again, it's going to be sad to see the Moff go. He has made a lot of great stories, a lot of great characters, and he's also made a lot of great F-ups, like a lot of you guys who don't like the Moff are going to point out. But, that's what he's saying, that he's not going to write any more Doctor Who after Series 10. Well, I hope he remembers the Christmas special. Oh, well. New 10th Doctor comic out, and I believe that is for tomorrow. And that is the 10th Doctor 3.2. And here's some little pics. Oh, look at it. There's like little enemy cover. Look at these covers. So cool. Okay. So if you want to go check these out and take a look at, the anime style and all that, you can click on these and warrant. See, they come right up to full size. Moving on. Oh, yeah. Links, as usual, below in the description box if you're a first-time viewer and you've made it this far without going. Okay. So, all right. Moving on. Vworp Volume 3 has just been released. Contains an exclusive in-depth interview with comic writers Alan Moore, a free $1 CD, new comic strips, and much more. The special bumper 208-page edition explores Alan Moore's Doctor Who backup strips published in Doctor Who Weekly and Monthly in 1980 and 1981. Featuring the Cybermen, the Autons, and the Time Lords, these strips were not only Alan's very first professional work, but it would go on to influence both comics and Doctor Who in ways that he could not have foreseen. They got a little statement from him here. Also, they got some stuff right here if you want to click on it, take a look at it close up. All right, some more stuff here. Also some stuff that is also in this particular edition. It is out right now. Let's see, it's not at £9.99 and can be ordered from the magazine's website that you can click on right here. All right, 5 ways to improve spin-off class. If it gets a second season, don't give it a second season. No, I'm sorry. I really hate to sound mean. I really hate to sound bad. I do not hold any grudges against these actors and actresses. Especially Catherine Kelly, whose character of Quill was astounding to me. I really enjoyed her character. But it's just the writing after about Night Visiting, I think, which that was episode 3, especially when he got to that two-parter, was getting horrendous. It was like a really bad rebuffed Buffy the Vampire Slayer that was supposed to be a tie-in to Doctor Who, yet never once freaking mentions it after the first episode, really. It'll be a couple offhand references here, and that's it. Nothing hardcore saying that this is a Doctor Who spinoff. And the cracks in time shit was overdone all the way back in series when they first brought in Amy Pond, and then back in series 5, where I'm tired of hearing about cracks in the frickin' universe because TARDIS has landed there a couple times, even when the one TARDIS didn't even frickin' land there. A couple of times it landed in Totter's yard. Yet, if the TARDIS lands in there now, there's going to be cracks in time. Bullshit. All right, now, also, these are going to be out from Penguin Books later. These are new novels, and they've got them listed here as hardback. One's by Kevin Scott, and that's going to be The Shining Man. All 3 of these are due out April 20th of this year. And there's a little synopsis, and also this one features 12th Doctor and Bill. So this is going to be a little up-to-date stuff right here. And then if I remember right, the second one, I can't remember. I think this one's, 12th Doctor and Bill, and then the third one's 12th Doctor and Bill and Matt Lucas as Nardal. So keep your eye out for these. On April 20th this year, that's Doctor Who, The Shining Man, Doctor Who, Diamond Dogs, and that's by Kevin Scott, Mike Tucker, and the last one, Plague City by Jonathan Morris. So keep your eye out on this website, Penguin Books. All right, so £6.99 I have that listed at right now. So all right, let's see if they're all £6.99 just to be sure. Okay, I don't want to give you the wrong price. All right, just wanted to double check. And lastly for today, no, that is not a Photoshop picture. That's the way, I almost said the F word. That's the way Karen Gillan is built. Get over yourselves, you bunch of jackasses. I'm not kidding. Listen to this one over here. So, Photoshop, the proportions are all wrong. Her head looks tiny and her legs are twice long, probably more than her upper body. Duh. Guess what? I hate to say this, Jamie Ward Brown, if you're watching. I don't want to insult you, but she's wearing shoulder pads. Ugh. And yes, her legs are that long. It's the way she's sitting, the perspective shot and all that. No, that's not Photoshop. That's just how Karen Gillan's built. So get over it, you weirdos. Bunch of dirty, birdie pervies. I swear to goodness. Everything that looks halfway decent on the planet has to be Photoshopped. I think all the Kardashians are actually CGI'd out of a bad computer somewhere. I'm not kidding. I just wish one day they de-res like in Tron and go away. Oh. Okay, so we've made it to the end of the video. If you're still here and still like, not going, like I said before, Death Moon 8 is on the way out. I want to thank everybody. By the way, when I last checked, yeah, you see what happened was in the space of an hour, it went from 7 up thumbs with like 1 down thumb, which I expect. I always expect 1, 2, 3 handful of down thumbs. There's always people out there. You're never going to make everyone happy. But then suddenly within the space of an hour, it went to 7 up and 7 down. That to me smells fishy of trolling. Especially on a video that's probably not even going to hit 200 views. I'll be shocked. Matter of fact, I'm shocked it's hit as many as it does. I know there's a handful of you out there that really, really love them, and that's why we're going to keep doing them. It doesn't have to go out to everybody on the planet Earth. If I'm making just a handful of people, have a good time and enjoy themselves, and plus the fact we have so much fun doing it, I say, what the hell? We're going to keep doing it. We're going to tell this whole story, and we're going to get it done. Now comes the Imperator. I'm still working on that. I'm still in the preamble of that. Matter of fact, that the trailer you saw, if you were interested, that was based off my notes of what the events that are going to happen on the outline. So hope you're all going to enjoy that. That's going to probably be later this year, because like I said, we don't exactly sit down and have a timetable. I know people out there have real lives and all that, and plus I really, really appreciate the fact they're even giving me their time and their voices, for absolutely free to help, bring some joy to you people out there, in the YouTube universe. Sure, we're a tiny little bit of it, and sure, someday the Terry Nation estate's going to hound my ass about Eric the Dalek, but you know what? Screw them. We're having fun right now. Also, like I said, I'm really excited because I just got tickets for Time Lord Expo. I got 3-day passes. I'm finally going to get to meet Sophie Aldred in person, and I'm really, really tickled excited because she's come on the show so many times and been so friendly to us, and it's going to be nice to actually get to thank her face to face. It really is. Okay, so now that you've had enough of that, you're probably all done. I'm out of here. So everybody take care. Ta-ta. Good night. Have a good one.